What's good, everybody? It's your boy Hums from Ather Gaming, and today, guys, we're coming to you with a brand new deck profile. But before we get into that, guys, I'd like to give a huge shout out to all our lovely Patreons, all of our subscribers, guys. We're almost at 5K, so make sure you spread the word because we're going to be doing an insane giveaway of 5,000 subscribers. Make sure you guys check out all the links down below where you'll find our Facebook, our Discord as well, and again, our Patreon, guys. If you guys like to support the channel a little bit more, make sure you check that out as well. And without further ado, let's get straight into this deck profile. Alright, guys, so starting off with deck profile, of course, we're going to start with the Spyral cards. So we start with 2 Super Agents and 1 Spyral Tough. I'm not playing 3 Super Agents just because it's personal preference. I just believe that 2 Super Agents and the 1 Tough is all you really need. Even in the grind games, you guys will see, 2 is all you need. And you can recur this card so much that there's no reason to play anymore. Then, of course, you play the Last Resort, the Sleeper, the Drones, Master Plan, and the Quick Fix. And that's it for the Spyral lineup. Nothing else, no more Toughs, no more Super Agents just because it's a go first deck, and Toughs only good going second. And yeah, this is all you really need. Shout out to Ryan for helping us get the German lineup of Spyral cards, as you'll see. But yeah, I wouldn't really change anything about that Spyral lineup right there. Moving on to the dangers, I play the 2 Nessie, of course, the 2 Jackalope, the 2 Snakes, and the 6 right there. Then I also play the 1 Chupacabra, the 1 Bigfoot, and the triple Mothman. So my reasoning behind this deck is just curious spam until you can get to your other monsters. And the reason why it's so potent actually is because you have so many cards in your deck that you actually want in the graveyard, believe it or not. So for example, if you open like Quick Fix and Master Plan right here, if you danger pitch this card, and then you go normal Quick Fix, add Big Red, Reborn, Master Plan, you have like full combo plus an extra monster on board as an extender to go to like Barricade Board Blocker to chain block this card and stuff like that. And yeah, it's really important. I was thinking about upping it, maybe adding another Chupacabra, but for now I'm kind of content on the list. But again, if you guys have any comments, make sure you leave it down below. Now moving on to the dark starters of the deck, I play the 1 Armageddonite and the 1 Dark Grepher. Armageddonite literally sends almost anything from your deck to the graveyard. Main reason why you normally discard is send Master Plan to Reborn Master Plan, but you can also send cards like Zephyros, Malicious, and stuff like the Harp Horrors. And same thing with Grepher, you can pitch the Master Plan to dump a card. Then going in tandem with those cards, I play the triple Destiny Malicious. Malicious is just an extender, nothing more, nothing less. Works very well with Grepher and Malicious, as well as Armageddonite, because Grepher and Malicious, you can go Banish Special, make Barricade Board Blocker, pitch a card, then Reborn Malicious again, and depending on what you sent, you already have a Dark Machine and a Dark Warrior, so you're just missing one more Dark Monster going to Curious, and again, like I said, it's Curious Turbo, and you'll still have one more Malicious after that to extend even further beyond. So yeah, then I play the 1 Zephyros. Of course, Zephyros is really good. It's not the primary target that you use to dump, but it helps you play around cards like Artifact Lancia and other cards like that. Just being able to bounce Resort, reactivating Resort, getting another search. It's a very good card. Super cute extender. And yeah, this is how you get around using Resort like multiple times in a turn, like more than 3 times and stuff like that. And then to round off the monsters, I play the 1 Harp Horror and the 1 Symbol Skeleton. I feel like you don't need to play Nightmare anymore just because there's no more Nightmare Mermaid. As well as, even if both of these cards are in the graveyard, you just go Symbol, target Harp Horror, summon Harp Horror, go Galatea, shuffle back Symbol, and then go Harp, summon Symbol, and then just link away into another Galatea like a Dingersu or something like that. That's all you really need, to be honest, and anything else would be cloggy, but again, this is just my personal preference of playing, because I want the Omni Negate to deal with cards like Dark Ruler No More and Evenly Matched, and other board wipes of the like. That's it for the monsters. Moving on to the spell cards, I play the 1 Spiral Mission Assault and the 1 Big Red. Not much to say about this. Master Plan gets you this card, and then when it's in the graveyard, you can banish it, special Spiral Monster from your hand, but you can also activate it, and then whenever a Spiral Monster you control destroys a card by battle or card effect, you can draw a card. So it kind of helps you in interesting scenarios. It's a really good go second card, being able to activate it, summoning Tough, popping a card, drawing a card, and then like sending this card away with something, or even bouncing it with Zephyros and then pitching it away. And Big Red is literally just Monster Reborn. And a cool effect that it has is the monster that are reborns can't be destroyed by battle, actually. So you can like reborn a Master Plan even if you break it or whatever, and your opponent's going to have trouble outing the card just because it's indestructible by battle. Then for the power 1-ofs you play the 1 Foolish Burial, send anything in your deck. The 1 Rhoda, search anything in your deck. The 1-for-1, obviously for quick fix, 1-for-1 plus monsters, full combo. 1 Terraforming, if I was at 3, I could play it. 1 Resort, again, gets you any card in the deck. The 1 Monster Reborn, and then to round off the deck, Upstart Goblin for the 40th card, because you want this deck as consistent as possible. Spirals do have a notorious reputation for being bricky, and Upstart Goblin just obviously rounds off at 40. You want to kind of play a 40, and then playing the dangers as well. You play about, I think it was 6, 7, 8, 11 dangers plus the Upstart, 12 Upstarts you're basically playing in the deck, and every card is a power card in its own. So yeah, and you wanna see your cards in your extenders, which is the main purpose of playing these cards. And then to round it off, for the traps, you play the Triple Rescue, banish this card, Monster Reborn, activate the card, and add a Spiral card from your deck to your hand. From the grave to your hand. Then the 1 Crescendo, again, very important, dealing with cards like Evenly Matched and the other card, Dark Ruler No More. Yeah, so it's very, very important, these cards. You can probably get away with just playing 2 Rescue, because in testing, the 3rd almost never comes up, but it is there just in case. And yeah, that's it for the deck, main deck, sorry. 40 cards in the main. Would I change anything? Probably not. Obviously, the deck is subject to change when Magician's Soul comes out, but we'll see that. So start off with the deck. We play the 1 Linkuriboh. Linkuriboh is important because it's a Dark Cyberse, but it's also a level 1, so it helps you get into Curious a lot quicker. And it's not bad when you go normal, quick fix, search Big Red, link into Linkuriboh, then Reborn quick fix and add drones and like Barricade, Board Blocker, pitch a card, summon a card. Yeah, and it's really important in what it does. Then I play the 1 generic Link 2, which is Nightmare Phoenix. Self-explanatory. Go second, pitch, pop a back row, Link climb on. Then Barricade, Board Blocker. This card's really good because it actually protects your resort. So most of the time, I'll make Barricade, Board Blocker before I activate resort, so I can't get Ghost Ogre. But yeah, Barricade, Board Blocker is really good. Being a Dark Machine helps a lot, especially when you go into Curious. But its main effect to discard helps a lot when you go chain like 1 Master Plan, chain 2 Barricade, Board Blocker to protect. Then, of course, the best card in your deck, Spiral Double Helix. Call the card right on top of your opponent's deck, summon to a zone it points to, or add a card from the grave or back to your hand. It's really good, but to be honest, I find myself making Barricade, Board Blocker more than Spiral Double Helix. Double Helix is more or less to eat the hand traps, and then being able to combo off. Being in Earth, it is kind of unfortunate, but it's not dark. But again, you just go Spiral Double Helix, summon the Master Plan here, and then link it to a Barricade, Board Blocker, and then pitch a card, then Reborn Master Plan again, and then you have 2 darks, as well as Curious Access, so very good. Then I play 2 Galatea. Not 3, obviously, because you don't play that heavy of a count. No Longirsu in the deck, just because I don't feel like it's necessary, because I'm not playing that many Orcust cards as well. And 2 Galatea is all you need in the combo. Maybe if we have time, I can show you guys a small little combo at the end. Then, for Link 3s, I play the 1 Nightmare Unicorn. Being able to ladder from cards like Galatea into this card, or cards like Barricade, Board Blocker, Double Helix is really, really good. And you need this card for when you open Resort, because Nightmare Unicorn can shuffle back Resort, then you can Reborn Master Plan, and then just add Resort back, and yeah. Then, of course, the 1 Curious. This card should probably be banned. If not this format, maybe next format. Curious is probably going to get banned. There's just too much that this card can do. Foolish any card, and then when it's removed by your opponent's card effect, you literally add any card. Like in testing, I sent Anti-Spell with Curious, and my opponent Nibiru'd me, but it didn't matter because I just added the Anti-Spell back and just full comboed. But the funny thing is, say your opponent gets rid of Curious, you can just dump like Monster Reborn or like another extender and just literally like Reborn this card or something, so it's really good. Then Link 4s, I play the 1 Curious. Griffin, sorry. Griffin's important because of the Curious play, so you'll go Curious, for example, like dump Anti-Spell, and then link into a Griffin, and then Griffin set the Anti-Spell, so now you have a Floodgate, as well as turning off all special summon monsters your opponent controls that aren't linked. But to be honest, like, you'll be having a Dingirsu here, so the board would be something like this. We have a Dingirsu here to protect the Griffin, as well as turn off their zones, so now your opponent needs to struggle in using like non-special monsters effects, and it's very difficult. Then I play, of course, the Boral Sword Dragon. This deck excels going second, and Boral Sword helps you just punch him for game. Really, really important card on what it does, and I think that Boral Sword like is a staple in almost any deck. Then Appaloosa, deal with pesky cards like Nibiru and hand traps. Sometimes if your hand's like above average, you can make an Appaloosa and then a Helix here, and then just play under the Appaloosa, and it's really good. Like most of the times, you're gonna end with Appaloosa, Griffin, like a sleeper here, and like a Galatea with a counter trap. And most of the times it's enough to literally stop your opponent from playing. So yeah, then that's the Appaloosa. Then moving on, we got the Saryuja. Saryuja is important for when you brick or when you don't really have much. Saryuja will just shuffle, draw 4, and you can just sculpt your hand as you want. It is an earth, so if you have like Saryuja with like a quick fix and like a double helix, you can go into Curious, but obviously I don't recommend it. But yeah, Saryuja is really good. Saryuja is important for when you're under cards like Lancia again. Again, Lancia doesn't really hurt this deck, but it is just an interesting interaction with this, what happens to this deck, and yeah, Saryuja is important. That's it for the XYZs. Moving on, of course, I played the one Dingirsu. I've contemplated playing 2 because it does sometimes come up, but I just felt like I just don't have the space for it, and there are better cards. Like, all these cards are important. I make every single one of these cards when I play, no matter what the scenario is. I don't go through all of them, but each and every card has its own situation, and Dingirsu is very good in what it does, being able to protect your board, Appaloosa, Griffin, and Dingirsu is a really good card. Then I play the one Dugars. This is the card I was on the fence about, but like I realized after, why would I be on the fence about it? Because you summon Dugars, you detach 2, you reborn your master plan, you make a barricade board blocker, and it's literally as if you summon double helix. So Dugars is very, very crucial to this deck, being a dark, a fire, but it is an extender and the like. And technically it is dark because you just go into barricade board after, and it's really good. And then the last card I play is the Abyss Dweller. Abyss Dweller is really important in this format, being able to turn off decks like Salamangreat, being able to turn off decks like Orcust, being able to turn off certain rogue decks as well. Abyss Dweller is very good. And believe it or not, most of the times you're actually making this card. So I'll show you guys like a standard end board of what this deck ends on. So it'll be like an Appaloosa here. You'll end with like a Griffin, an Abyss Dweller here. You'll also have, so there are different ways that you can play this deck, right? So you'll also have a board similar to this, right? Where you have a Dingirsu here and a counter trap. So now your opponent literally can't play because they have no monster effects. And then this is just a kind of a sample of what this deck can do. Again, guys, if you guys want to see a combo tutorial, like test hands and that sort of stuff before we get Magician's Soul, let us know. Even post Magician's Soul, let us know. But yeah, this is the deck profile for the Spyral Orcust deck, guys. If you guys like it, make sure you comment down below. And yeah. So guys, that was the deck profile right there. If you guys like the deck profile, make sure to leave a like on the video. Comment down below what other videos you guys want to see. And make sure to let us know if you guys want to see combos as well. And this is Hamza from Ather Gaming, signing out. Peace.